Hello YouTube, Hoppy2345 back once again, and welcome back to the place on the internet to get your daily NBA prize picks content. And today in this video for y'all, I got a really long video, so I'm going to get into it with no further ado. I got 15 props to talk about today. At the end of the video, I will show you the bets I've placed. Keep in mind when you see the bets, they are just the props. You should look at just the props and pick only the props you like. The bets I've made today are 7 two-man bets, and I paired them up using a wheel where I spun and put the picks together. So the way that the picks are put together are of no relevance. If you prefer not to watch the whole video, however, I will have a timestamp down below to the end of the video where I just show you my bets. If you just want to see which props I'm liking, go look at all my bets. If you want to hear the reasoning behind those props, however, we're going to get into that right now. So I hope y'all press the like button and hit subscribe if you're new. First up, we're going to look at Plumlee's PRA. Also, guys, I'm not rushing through these props today. I'm going to take my time, so it is going to be a longer video. Stick with me. Kick back, get your popcorn, and enjoy. So first up here, we're going to go look at Mason Plumlee's PRA. We really like Mason Plumlee's PRA. He missed it 3 of the last 5 games. However, if you go back just a little bit further, he was like 4 for 4 on this. Philly center's out tonight. LaMelo's out tonight. I think we could easily see Mason Plumlee hit PRA of 21.5. I mean, you think about that. That's 10, 5, and 6. I mean, that's not that hard for a Mason Plumlee to do. He can get 10 boards, 8 points or 6 points, and then 5 assists. I think he can really hit this today. I really like that prop. But however, we do have 15, so we're going to get into the next one. Next prop I want to talk about with y'all is going to be Clint Capella's rebounds and points. Now, Clint Capella has a 22.5 PR. His PRA is 1 point higher, so if you like that better, go ahead and be my guest. But with Clint Capella going up against Sabonis, he should see the minutes tonight because they're going to need someone to get the boards and guard Sabonis. So I see Clint Capella easily going over 22.5 rebounds tonight. I really like that prop. It's one of my favorites of the day. So the next 3 props I'm going to go over are going to be NBA first half picks. And first off, we're going to look at one that's been printing lately, 9.5 projected points for Kelly Oubre Jr. He missed this last game, but prior to that, he had hit it 4 games in a row. Philadelphia's got some people missing in their perimeter defense. Joel Embiid's out. He won't be protecting the rim. Kelly should be able to hit over 9.5 points today. Next up, we're going to look at another guy that's been absolutely printing but missed his last prop. And we're going to look at... Might be easier just to type his name in. Donovan Mitchell. We're going to get Donovan Mitchell's first half points here, and we're going to definitely put money on that because, as you can see here, he has absolutely crushed this in every game but Miami. And if you go further down the line, Donovan Mitchell has hit this in every game this season except for when he played the Bucks, the Heat, and the Celtics. Now, Donovan is a first half scorer. There's been a couple times this year where he had 20 points in the first half. So I really like that Donovan play. It's probably one of my most confident ones of the day as well. Next up, we're going to go into Nurkic points in the first half, and then we're going to get back into regular plays. Nurkic is playing with Damian Lillard out, and if you go back and look at the last 35 games that Nurkic has played without Damian Lillard, he has hit this prop 6.5 points in the first half 28 out of 35 times with Dame missing. If you look this season, he has hit it 4 out of 5 times when Dame has missed. They look for him to score a lot more when Dame isn't out there shooting. Whenever Dame's out there, he sets more screens, gets the ball and does hands-offs and plays a more playmaking type role and a rebounding role. But with Dame out, I really do expect him to score an easy 7 points in that first half. Next up, we're going to look at Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Y'all know that I love Shai Gilgeous-Alexander as a player, but they have dropped his prop back under 30, so we're definitely taking it. I'm a guy that was taking this at 30.5. I took it last night at 30.5, and it missed. He's playing Denver tonight. They should be able to win against OKC, but I think OKC's offense can keep it close. So we're looking at Shai Gilgeous, 29.5 points. I know it's high, but Shai's hit this in 4 of the last 5 games. He's hit this most of the games this year. I really like this Shai prop. Next up, we got 2 back-to-back props that are the same player, and I'll bet on them separately, like in 2 separate entries. I'll bet on this guy. I got Bojan Bogdanovic's points at 20.5. He has hit this 3 out of the last 5 games, but as we've been saying in the past few videos, the Toronto game, he missed 6 free throws. We don't expect that to happen again. We really like the 20 points for Bogey. 20.5, I should say. Next up, we got a prop. He's hitting 4 of the last 5. He got this one in Toronto because he had a good assist and rebound game. Points, rebounds, and assists for Bogey. Bojan is their number 1 option on the Pistons with Cade Cunningham out. So if he doesn't get the assist points, I think he'll get the PRA. If he doesn't get the PRA, I think he'll at least get the points. But that being said, he could still hit both and he could still hit neither. So bet on him at your own risk. Next up, we're going to look at his teammate Jaden Ivey, and we're going to take him on assists. Because since Cade has went out, Jaden Ivey has absolutely been killing the assist game. Let's look here. He has had 5, 5, 5. No. He's had 8, 5, 5, 3, and 5. That means he's gotten this in 4 of the last 5 games with Cade out. He could even hit this when Cade is playing, but it's much more likely when Cade's out. I also could see someone put money on his PRA, but PRA burned me last game, so I'm taking Jaden Ivey's assist. Next up, we got a pick. We're taking it solely because he has a lot of teammates out, and we're taking DeAnthony Melton's points at 16.5. With Tyrese Halliburton out, not Tyrese Halliburton, with Tyrese Maxey out of the lineup, with James Harden out of the lineup, Melton is going to be playing an absolute insane amount of minutes. He's going to have to score, and he's going to have to take shots. I mean, I guess he doesn't have to score, but he's going to have to take shots. So I really like Melton at 16.5. Shouldn't need any more explanation there. I mean, Tyrese Maxey's out, Harden's out. That's enough points off the board for him to possibly get that. Next up, we're going to look at Marvin Bagley II here against the Utah Jazz. The Jazz don't really have a great big man rim protector, and I like Marvin Bagley to play a lot of minutes because Isaiah Stewart's still out, and I like him to score 14 points because if he's not scoring, he's not doing much else. Marvin Bagley is an absolute beast, and if you made it to this part in the video, I want to let y'all know we got 4 more plays to show you. Then you're going to get to see all my bets for the day, and I also want to just say thank y'all so much for the recent influx of subscribers. Thank y'all so much for joining the Discord. By the way, description will be down below on this video for the Discord. Go and join that. You could have heard about all these plays at least 3 hours ago. Either way, I think we're really building a good community here, guys, and I cannot tell y'all how happy I am with that, and I want to keep it growing. New videos every day, twice a day at least. Make sure to subscribe if you like the sound of that. And we're going to get into these last 4 picks. Next up, didn't mean to click Zubac, but here we go. Next up, we got OG Anunoby. The OG. We got him at 20.5 points here. And we like him at 20.5 points because Brooklyn's defense is extremely soft, bad rim defense, and OG is the second leading scorer that is playing for the Toronto Raptors, or the second option, I should say. Him and Fred VanVleet are also the 1 and 2 option. I wouldn't say either one's the 1 or either one's the 2. They're just kind of both the 1-2 punch. Next up, speaking of which, we're going to take Fred VanVleet. He's been struggling shooting lately quite a bit, if I'm being honest. But I like him out here with Pascal out of the game to really get up a lot of shot attempts. I look to him against Brooklyn to get to the rim and maybe get fouled, have a few extra points through that way. Brooklyn's defense has been weak all year, fouling a lot all year. So we like Fred and OG together today. The second to last prop we're going to look at is going to be Rozier. And we're going to look at Terry Rozier's points, 19.5. Now, he's another guy that's been struggling, but he's going to get the shot attempts. He shoots a lot of threes. He scored 8 points last game. I don't think that'll happen 2 games in a row. He's playing against Philly, so he's going to have Shake Milton and DeAnthony Melton guarding him. Not 2 starting caliber NBA players guarding him. I mean, I guess Milton's a starting caliber player on certain teams, Melton also could start on certain teams, but they're backups is what I'm trying to get at here, guys. I like Terry over 19.5, and if you'll notice, every play today has been an over because it's just so many games today. There was a lot of good overs out there. Next up, we're going to look at Cats RA at 13.5. It was at 12.5. I actually don't like this at 13.5 at all. Do not like it at 13.5. Could it still hit? Yes, but we're going to scrap that one. We're going to scrap that one from the video. All right, now for the part that'll be linked in the description. So I want to welcome y'all back right now. If y'all have clicked that link and skipped to just see my plays, I want to remind you that these plays were not paired together by me. These are simply the props that I'm liking. You should only select the props that you agree with, and you should pair them in your own way. I did all power plays today except for one four-man play, and the power plays were put together by random generation. Meaning, I wrote down the 14 plays that I liked, and then I had a app on my phone randomly stick them together. So put no weight in how these are paired together. But if you're here for just this part of the video, you didn't want to hear all the reasoning, all the breakdown, and sit back and chill with us, here's the quick rundown of it. We got Terry Rozier more than 19.5 points, Marvin Bagley more than 12.5 points, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander 29.5 points, Kelly Oubre 9.5 points in the first half, Jaden Ivey more than 4.5 assists, Yusuf Nurkic more than 6.5 points in this first half, Fred VanVleet 19.5 points, Bojan Bogdanovic 26.5 PRA, OG Anunoby 20.5 points, Bojan Bogdanovic 20.5 points, Mason Plumlee over PRA 21.5, Clint Capella over PR 22.5, DeAnthony Melton over 16.5 points, Donovan Mitchell over 12.5 first half points. And then for the four-man play, we have Darius Garland on our only less of the day at less than 9 assists, Jeremiah Grant at over 6.5 RA rebounds and assists, Anthony Simons at 29.5 points and assists, and Karl Anthony Towns at 13.5 rebounds and assists. Thank y'all for watching today, guys. I really do appreciate all of y'all have pressed the subscribe button. I appreciate all y'all who have stuck around to this point. Go ahead and press a like if you've taken a play from this video, as obviously you liked the play or you wouldn't have took it. So if you liked any of these plays, I want you to definitely press that like button. Here lately, guys, I want to let you know that as a community, you've been killing it with the like button. My videos get about 500 views. They've been getting 20 likes. I see other videos out here on this same topic with 4K subs, 5K views, and they got 50 likes to my 20. You know, they're 8 timesing my subs and, 5 timesing my freaking views, but I'm getting half of their likes instead of, a quarter of their likes. So that really does mean a lot to me. It lets me know y'all are liking the content. I want to just say, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate y'all. Have a great one. Hop out.